Hello, I take this opportunity to welcome you to our teaching or training on family dynamics. Aralat Consultancy normally trains peer counselors in schools, colleges, and even in tertiary institutions. Who is a peer? A peer is a cohort or someone you are going through an experience or some undertaking at the same time. Why peer counselors? In our today's world, we need peer counselors because we know there are a lot of issues, social issues, and the like. What do we mean when we talk of family dynamics? History talks it all. As a history teacher, social dimension of life matters. Human beings are social, and we know that the family is a basic social unit. For a peer counselor to understand the needs of their peers and to understand themselves as they go to help, they need to go through this topic on family dynamics. Family dynamics mainly it's about the interdependency and how family members relate. We know that in a family, just like you can see from that one photo there, some ladies are doing caregiving for a lovely mama. You look at it, another mood in family is where they receive young ones and they celebrate. That's another one. There is also loss and grief. The people there, they are mourning the loss of a loved one. These are modes and shapes in families. So there are issues and experiences. What do we see? There are shades, there are moods, there are seasons, and one must overcome in order to move on. History sets all. Social life also is what leads to a better psychological or mental or wellness. It can also lead to very negative mental and psychological torture. What do we see here? We see this is a young lady, and you can see she's lying on a bed. You can see tears dropping. What to do when there is despair versus hope? These are all experiences. What could she be going through? Maybe a breakup, maybe loss, maybe just a misunderstanding, or a rejection in family, or conflicts in family, and the like. So in family, we have several relationships, and each family has its own characteristics, and we have what we call subsystems in a family. That is a system within a system. So each family has its own characteristics. They have their own communication patterns. They have power structure. Some are authoritative, where the parents may say everything and no one questions. We have permissive family, where you do all you like, or it is too open. We have democratic, where you keep on at least voicing your issues or talking. They are traditional families. So a family has some systems. Parents, child relationship. We have siblings relationship, marital relationship, co-parenting relationships, and extended family too. From these relationships, you realize there can be sibling rivalry. Sometimes it can be a marital conflict within the family. How is it supposed to be handled? What about the parent and child relationship? Especially when we get to teenage and early adulthood, what are parents supposed to do? Not only that, we have, of course, family members generally. Families, they are called upon to be kind, warm and understanding. They mind boundaries, to listen and empathize. These are some of the characteristics of a family. Engage in problem-solving techniques. Affirm one another. Be available. Provision of guidance. And we see a family also is supposed to keep on teaching socialization in the right way. Sound moral values, traditions and customs are supposed to be actually bequeathed from a family. And then also sometimes we see people are not alike, and some have got various temperaments. Some are extroverted, others are introverted, others are ambiverts. Others are generally people who have gone through some hurting issues in the past, maybe parents. And we know that people who are hurt in the past, they keep on breeding on others. So what do you do in a family? You are called to be patient, to seek, sometimes that way of solving things amicably and support the best policies in family. So learn to fix problems as an individual, avoid weaknesses due to poor time management. Even family requires time management. Dare to dream within your family. Know who you are because it is important. Seek to pursue the purpose-driven life. That's another thing in a family. Always open your mind to correction, and also despite comparing forces. If there are issues in a family, that is what you are called upon to do. You should understand and also be able to know their age within the chronological times. Yeah, coping with family issues, what to do. You seek guidance and counseling if at all there are issues, and then escalate some issues. For instance, if it's in a family and we need to have the lawful agents come in, it is important to pursue that, because some issues, if you keep quiet, they may lead to death, they may lead to hurt, they may lead to even loss of property, loss of life, and etc. Or even some people end up committing suicide or attacking others, clearing a whole family due to issues that they could have escalated and they would have been solved. Sometimes it is not very okay. We have not been parented in the right way. As a trainer and as a peer trainer, you are called upon to reparent yourself, to understand some of the gaps, and don't focus on excuses that we don't hear, it never worked here. Of course, also develop critical levels of understanding, and also critical levels of faith, and even be able to face reality. Loss and grief in families must be handled, and we accept it in the right way. Note that children and daughters are a heritage. They are a generation carriers. Sons, they are grandchildren. Families, they are the family members. Actually, they are the ones that carry forward fourth life. Now, let's look at some of the challenges today. We have different types of families. We have nuclear family, we have polygamous families, we have siblingship families. We not only have that, we have single parented family. Single parented could be as a result of getting children out of wedlock by choice. Sometimes it is because of widowhood, or sometimes it is about somebody is imprisoned and the like. And we see even polygamous families, they have their own personal specific issues. There could be a lot of rivalry, there could be subsystems and the like. We see sometimes families, even if it's nuclear, we have several members where you can have even 10, 6, 7 or so. What about the firstborn versus the lastborn? Sometimes you see there is a lot of rivalry amongst the children, the siblings, competition. Some are favorite, some are like this, others are the other way. And sometimes there are a lot of conflicts. Do you understand yourself?